For the past few reviews I've been doing for Chainsaw Man, I've been coining the term Chainsaw Man is a visual manga. And this week, it literally was a visual manga. There is little to no dialogue. It is straight on, here's the pictures. Okay, jokes aside, this week's chapter starts off pretty innocently with a young boy going to play soccer with his friends, and his mom gives him some money to just buy drinks later for him and his boys. And on the next page, everything goes to shit as the Gun Devil proceeds to make his advance towards Makima. Now, key thing here to note is the time placement. This chapter goes by extremely fast in the world of Chainsaw Man. Exactly, I think it's 7 seconds is the total span of this chapter in real time in the Chainsaw Man universe. So it's really fast, and we get this amazing spread of just a part of Japan just getting absolutely destroyed. And on the next page we see Makima, as it says, at 3:18 and 23 seconds, Makima sights the Gun Devil at a distance of 500 kilometers as more people begin to die. I'm going to say this now so I don't have to say this later. The total names in this chapter is 919 deaths. So that's a pretty damn big body count for the Gun Devil. Of course, on the next page, there is more destruction of an unseen caliber as more people begin to die, as, you know, things around them just completely get destroyed. And then we get another 2-page spread where we get another timestamp and a Gun Devil ability. And it says, ability to fire a bullet to the heart of every living born in the months of January, February, March, May, June, August, September, November, or December, with the approximately 1 kilometer confirmed. TLDR, you're fucking dying to something. Either destruction of the nearby abilities crushing you, or a bullet, basically at this point. And of course, the 2-page spread art is really good, as we see multiple people dying and needless destruction. We get another timestamp and a pretty cool shot of the Gun Devil with him just kind of standing menacingly there as he destroys the woods. Weird. Then the Gun Devil proceeds to fire at Makima, and at 3:18 and 26 seconds, Makima prepares for her ability activation, with one of the word text saying Makima's 29th death recorded. What that means, I don't know. I'll save that for the side note portion. Then we get some pretty cool shots of Makima and the Gun Devil and another timestamp. Pretty cool art. I already see the thumbnail for this video, so that's pretty cool. And then we get some pretty cool information, or I don't really know what to describe it as. We see Makima's ability activation, and as I've already previously stated in multiple other videos and the joke for this video, Chainsaw Man is a visual manga that doesn't explain things very well, or just kind of just glosses over things a lot of the time. And with Makima's ability activation, it says it uses the following abilities: the Punishment Devils, the Snake Devils, the Future Contract Devil, I take it back, the Contract Devil, the Future Devil, and the Angel and Spider Devil's abilities. So does that mean she just has the ability to control other devils' abilities? I think that's what it means. I think. And then we get a pretty cool shot of the Gun Devil and what seems to be the Punishment Devil with a new timestamp at 3:18 and 28 seconds. Transition to Denji at his apartment. Apparently the doorbell has been rung, and Denji, being the nice, courteous man he is, he's gonna go open it. Then we are left on a cliffhanger as the door transforms into the door that shall not be opened, and there is now a menacing type logo over the door saying Denji should not open it. End chapter. Well, it's time for my side note portion of my reviews. Let's just straight get to the point and talk about Makima's abilities. As we know, Makima is the Control Devil, and we don't really know what that entailing means. Entailing? That's not a word at all, but you know, what does it mean to be the Control Devil? What are your abilities? And we clearly don't know. Even now, with the whole Makima ability activation and the following of her abilities, it's kind of left pretty obscure in a way. Like, it gives us some things but not a lot of things to work with. If I were to make an assumption, it's kind of close to just kind of connecting yourself with somebody, controlling them, like metaphorically, and then just kind of using them to use their abilities. Kind of, that's what I would think how it works. And if I were to be correct, this is the first time we are seeing the Punishment Devil on screen, or on panel I should say. What can it do? I don't know, don't ask me. He showed up for a panel. I don't got all the questions of the universe in my hand, or in my pocket, I should say. Like, this chapter was weird. Without no dialogue and just it being, hey, look at the pretty pictures, you were basically just trying to figure out what is happening. You're analyzing every small little detail. And when it comes to Mikima's abilities in that sense of trying to analyze the small details, I got nothing. Basically, I'm assuming that she has some power to control people, like when they kind of, enter that state of, oh no, I'm losing control of my head, and they kind of gain the weird eyeball effect. I'm assuming that she eventually does something else and then has the ability to control their abilities. That's what I'm assuming, but I don't know. But TLDR, she's ridiculously powerful, having the abilities of what, if I counted correctly, six characters' abilities. Yeah, she's ridiculously powerful. That also goes for the Gun Devil as well. Like, he did a ridiculous amount of damage to the nearby environment and town just by himself alone. In this chapter, single-handedly, he had a body count of over, 900, so he's a threat. Let's be honest, he is monstrously strong. And I really do hope next week's chapter ends up just being a Mikima versus Gun Devil fight. I'd really, really like to see that. I don't think I have anything else to talk about, because this chapter basically was super short and just showed two things. One, the Gun Devil's body count and Kima's ability, so that's it, I guess. By definition, this was a visual manga this week. There was absolutely no dialogue. It was just, here's some fucking carnage and destruction, and a little bit of Mikima for the fan service, and her abilities being shown. That was it. That was basically this chapter. I genuinely have to rate this chapter probably a 7 out of 10. Like, it didn't go crazy. Like, yes, it did reveal a couple things, but it just didn't genuinely intrigue me that much. I do feel like next chapter, next week, will be probably a lot better, since they're building up this dingy whole door thingy again, and there is a upcoming fight between the Gun Devil and her. So I think next chapter will be a lot better. So 7 out of 10, as I've previously said. Well, that's the end of the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, stay hydrated. See you in the next one, ladies and gentlemen.